Welcome to Spur of the Moment. This week we visit a new state park, hang out at a pretty cool waterfall, and finally replace our awning with the help of some family and some new neighbors that decided to lend us a hand. Then we experienced one of the biggest fears of most full-time RVers, unexpected severe weather. This time it ravaged one of our favorite state parks and even sent one tent camper to the ER in an ambulance. What is the fastest you've ever ran out of water at a campground? We got here yesterday, so we've been here one day. Now we're not completely out, but Mandy took a shower and I did a bunch of dishes. Plus we cooked last night and used a bunch of water. Plus our dogs, like, I don't know, they drink a lot of water, so they just recycle it outside. But one of the things that we picked up quite a while ago is this bladder. I'll kind of show you that. So you just fill it just like you would be filling your tank, and then I get back to the campground and put it in my fresh water, and it's filtered. We make sure that we clean out the bladder in between uses, flush it with like a little bit of peroxide, a little bit of bleach, and but yeah, we use it just about every week. All right, we've made it to a orchard slash farmers market. If nobody's ever said anything before, Mandy is obsessed with farmers markets. So she loves the fresh produce and everything like that, and all the little decorative things and all the stuff that's at a farmer's market. So we typically try to find one to go to and get stocked up on, especially the produce and vegetables, and we like them. So kind of show you around a little bit. Anything good?
Always. So one of my absolute favorite things about the travel that we've been blessed to do this last 3 months is I'm obsessed with farmers markets. I'm obsessed with like little produce stands and fresh grown produce. This time of year, living in the Midwest, this is the tomato time of year. I love homegrown tomatoes, but I love finding like little places like this. It's just, I'd rather shop at something like this than any store, any boutique, anything else. I'd rather go to a local farmers market in the area where we're staying, talk to the local people, get something that was made right here where we're visiting. It's just way better. So Levi get some blueberry syrup because he loves blueberry syrup on his pancakes.
That's right.
And
with peanut butter.
With peanut butter. Yeah. And then we bought some tomatoes. But this place is absolutely gorgeous. Little charming orchard in this Yellow Springs, Ohio. Super cute. So glad we stopped. So glad I got this guy to stop, because he sometimes gets a little frustrated with, I'm like, I want to go to the farmer's market.
It's not that bad when we don't have the trailer attached.
This is true.
When we have the trailer attached, it can get a little dicey.
Yeah, and we went to a farmer's market yesterday.
Right.
But hey, you can never go to too many farmer's markets, right?
I don't know.
That's what I say. Does anybody else have a husband that does this? You see all this in his door? This is a sickness. Drop us a comment below and tell me if I am the only wife that has a husband that is obsessed with water bottles. I don't know if he's worried about a water bottle apocalypse or what.
What are you doing?
I'm mocking you.
Why?
I saw it when you opened your door. I'm like, oh my word. There is no excuse for having that many water bottles.
Well, if I get thirsty.
And look, there's another one. Gosh, you have issues. You're lucky I love you.
Hazardous cliffs. I like the non-hazardous cliffs.
When you see the word hazardous, it's like, oh joy. Can't wait.
What's a non-hazardous cliff?
I don't know.
It's called a field.
If you decide to go falling off of them, all cliffs are hazardous, right?
Yeah.
Levi and I are not photographers by any stretch of the word. We're not even necessarily aspiring photographers, but we are on the slow uphill journey of becoming content creators. And there's a lot involved in all that. And it's work and it's hours of editing and things like that. Not that we're complaining, but I just wanted to give a shout out to my hardworking husband over there. I don't know if you can see him in the distance. He's in the blue shirt. He is currently doing something he's still a little rocky at, and that is flying the drone. He's trying to get some really pretty footage for our channel, and flying the drone makes him a little nervous anytime there's water involved. So I just wanted to give him a shout out. He's trying. He's doing a really, really good job trying. I'm proud of him. It's a lot of work. But Lord willing, the drone doesn't drop into the water or crash into the waterfall or a tree. But anyway, way to go, Levi. Way to go. We're in near outside of Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is kind of, Greater Dayton area. We are here at John Bryan State Park, which we're not in right now. We drove about 12 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. Wasn't very far at all.
Yeah. We wanted to come and do this according to All Trails and the good old internet. This is supposed to be a really moderate.
Easy.
No, moderate's not the right word. If you look at All Trails, moderate is bad for me at least.
No, it was easy.
It's easier. I could have done it.
It said well maintained, and it's short. I mean, you walk down the hill and across the bridge, and you're over here. So.
Yeah, you can almost see the falls from the parking lot. I mean, we are not living the dream as far as a lot of people would do to the fans, but we're doing what we can with what we can do right now.
Yep.
But we're actually gonna wrap up here, and we're gonna head into the town of Yellow Springs.
A lot of shops and
so
colorful stuff.
Not so much up his alley, but might be up mine.
Next, we drove through the little town of Yellow Springs, which is full of shops and stores. Nothing really piqued our attention, so we just headed back to the campground for the evening, packed up the next morning, and headed back up to Grand Rapids to Mary Jane Thurston State Park, one of our favorites. Once we got set up, we decided it'd be a great opportunity to swap out our awning, finally, since we had family around close and Wyatt was with us. So we started tackling that project, and wouldn't you know, a couple of the neighbors decided to come over and give us a hand, which was greatly appreciated. Even the camp host came over and helped out some. I think his dog was enjoying the show as well. We always find it funny that how the RV community just loves to help each other out. We find that all the time, that if issues arise, you can always count on fellow RVers to lend a hand. Grandma Frony sent me a little treat. My very own pork and sauerkraut.
Now, how do you rate that Grandma Frony makes you pork and sauerkraut?
I think she likes it that I like it.
Yeah, that is true.
So
and her love language is to spoil and love on her family.
She definitely does spoil us.
Yeah, she sent Wyatt and I some pork and potatoes and carrots, which we are enjoying. And Levi's just tickled to death that he got pork and sauerkraut. We never make it. That's something that he only gets when Grandma Frony makes it for him. Yeah.
And I hated sauerkraut for years and years and years. Taste buds change. I love it now. I crave it. So, thank you, Grandma Frony.
Hi, everybody. We just wanted to interrupt our episode for just a second and break in here in real time and just take a moment to share our heartfelt sorrow and prayers for all those that have been affected so severely by the storms. The last half of our video that you're about to see, it takes you through a little bit of a situation that we had, where we had to endure a bad storm in the RV. Actually, the real first one that we had since full timing.
I mean, it's not a hurricane.
No,
but
no.
It was pretty nasty weather.
And we just want to make sure that we reiterate that we in no way, shape, or form are meaning to belittle by comparing what we endured on any level compared to what so many are suffering in North Carolina and parts of Tennessee and obviously Florida with Helene. And right now we are just, our hearts are breaking for all the people on the Gulf Coast of Florida once again that are facing down Milton. Milton, by the time this airs on our YouTube channel, will be
right about
either hitting or have just hit. And we have been praying so hard. We have so many loved ones that we care dearly for that live in Florida. We're very thankful that they are either central or Atlantic side, with all of you that were affected by Helene, and for those of you in the path of Milton. God bless you all. Take care and be safe.
Got a little severe thunderstorm rolling in, so it's a little bit of a pain. And you got all your stuff out. They bugged out. Alright, back to work. A little rough.
It is storm crazy outside. Severe weather. Levi's outside kind of battening down the hatches, putting our camp chairs away and rolling up our mat. We've had the awning already taken in for a hot minute. This is a river, and like there's white caps. Just kidding. But no, there is actually white caps up there. Kylo, he doesn't like storms, and he's sitting at the dining room table with me, aren't you, Kylo? He doesn't really care for storms. And Ray's over there by the door. Excuse our messy kitchen. He likes to chew on a blanket or a pillow when there's bad storms. I don't know if anybody else's dogs do that. Drop us a comment below and let us know. Do your dogs get anxious? Kylo's already at a deficit because of his horrific anxiety. But we were just sitting here chilling. Levi's been editing all day. It's so hot. We had a heat advisory. It was 96 degrees out right before this kicked up. So no tornadoes or anything, but we do have really severe thunderstorms and potential of hail.
And when your outdoor is all set up, your kitchen's all set up.
I know.
Chairs are all set up.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was like, do you see the white caps out there on the river?
I know.
The normally boring, placid river.
It's crazy.
I know, but this is a beautiful river.
I was looking around for trees too. I don't see any.
Oh, you were looking for trees? I'm sure you could see a couple. Yeah, that was the power.
Power's flickering.
Yep. Not a day to go without AC. There's somebody running out there to get back to their camper, trying to take care of some stuff. And I feel so bad, but we have tent campers next door to us, and if our dogs played well with others, we would invite them in, but and we still might if it gets dangerous. We can always lock ours up in the bedroom if we need to, because we would never let anybody be without some kind of shelter. But anyway, wish us luck. You okay?
Yeah.
What was that? Starlink. That's what that was.
That it was.
Babe, don't go out there. Everything's okay. I need my slippers because I don't want my feet to get trampled. Starlink fall off?
Nope, still up there.
What is that?
They're I think everything's trying to.
It's just a moth. I'm not a baby, but that
All right.
it flew right in front of my face.
That's what we call a toad drowner out there. I'm so. Oh, a little public safety announcement. If you've got your awning ran in till it's only like a foot out, and then you stand in your doorway and run at the last foot after it's been pouring, you're gonna get wet. Oh,
Levi,
man.
everybody knows that but you, honey.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get this moth. it's up. But it flew past my head, and at first I was like, I don't know what that is. But I have never. Okay.
Hold on. I have no idea what this lens is gonna look like.
We grew up in the Midwest, so we have had storms, tornadoes, everything our whole lives. We've been caught in them. We've had to hunker down in grocery stores, go get in a freezer once.
Yeah.
In the middle of a tornado at a grocery store, at a Walmart once we got put in the back with everybody, the break room with everybody.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've grown up with tornadoes and blah blah blah, but there are no tornado warnings.
No, it's just severe thunderstorm.
Just severe thunderstorm.
I'm like that. I've been in tornadoes come right next to us and it not be that windy.
Yeah, our whole entire rig, I actually started to get nervous, and I don't normally get nervous in storms. Not afraid of storms. Even tornadoes throughout our lives, you usually can get to your basement. Yeah. And we've always had a basement, 99.9%, except for when we lived in Florida.
I have a basement now. I have tools and stuff stored.
Oh, shut up.
All right, well, wish us luck.
This is crazy, but I called and checked on Grandma. She's good.
All right. Wyatt's at work,
Wyatt's
so
at
he's
work.
fine.
They don't have any power, but
so
he's
an easy
he's
night.
not fine because he's dying. It's hot and he's in a big warehouse. But
so we're about to plug in our all powers to make sure that is topped off. Just in case we lose power tonight, we'll still be able to watch TV.
Yeah, we'll die of heat stroke, but we can watch television.
We got the generator, so we can fire that up if we need to. But
yeah, we can.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I don't know. Something is going on over there on the other side of this camper. There's the other emergency vehicle. Levi's out there helping. I don't know what's going on. Ambulance just showed up. I don't know. Levi went to see if he could help. One guy driving the ambulance summoned Levi to help because he was outside checking on our outside of our rig. And he saw him and he called him over. So I have no idea what's going on. It's a little scary.
So, storm's over. I'm going to show you a little bit of the aftermath here. We got tree limbs all over the place. So, had a little bit of incident down here. Is down behind me. Saw the camp host driving up, and I came out, and he said somebody was injured down the road. So there was tree limbs all across, so he couldn't get through. The ambulance couldn't get through. So me and him pulled a bunch of tree limbs out of the way and headed back, and a tree had fallen on a tent with a guy in it. So I'm praying that he's okay. Able to get EMS back to him and check on the rest of the tent campers back there. So pretty dangerous, scary stuff when you're at a campground and there's tent campers and trees start falling and limbs start falling off, and it's definitely a dangerous thing. So thankfully, seems like everybody's okay. They did take the one guy to the hospital, so hopefully he's gonna be okay. We couldn't get out of our campground right now if we wanted to. We also have no power, so right now we're just hunkering down, making sure everybody's okay, and try to get this sunset photo for Mandy. So last night was pretty crazy. Severe thunderstorm came through, a lot of damaging winds. Pretty long night. No power. Ran the generator, we have one of the Predator super quiet generators, but there wasn't anybody here anyway, because after all the excitement, a lot of the people pulled out, which I don't blame them. If you're staying at a campground and it's kind of supposed to be vacation mode and you've got no power and no amenities, you don't have any reason to stick around. A lot of trees down, just tree limbs down everywhere. So today's been pretty much cleanup day. We don't have any power. We're in Grand Rapids, Ohio, and the whole town's no power. Quite a bit of damage. Show you some of it. Back here is where the tree fell on a tent camper. He was injured pretty bad. Sounds like he's in stable condition at the hospital. We got a couple updates, but they took him out of here by ambulance last night. One thing about campgrounds that I found is when things start going sideways, there's usually a lot of people that are willing to jump in and help, which says a lot. So today has been a lot of chainsaws and generators and wood chippers. So everybody's in cleanup mode. No idea, no word on when or if we'll get power back. So we talked about leaving, but we've already paid for this site. We don't have any power, but we've got water and we've got a generator, so it'll be all right.